Oh, boys, my dudes, how you doing today? All right, so we have a Toyota Tacoma. This is not something we get every day. It's not a super special truck to tint. There are a few things to keep in mind for something like this. The doors have like easy seals, but overall they just have some funky cuts. So that's really like the biggest thing here. So we're gonna have to take a little bit of extra time making sure these things are done right. And then the back glass, same thing. They have ceramic borders, but they're a little bit tighter, and the seat kind of gets in the way too. So it's been a minute since I've only done like really a handful of these because, like I've said a bunch of times, I don't get that many Toyotas. But there's no cover over the bed, so we're probably gonna hop in back, shine a light, and like do things a little bit that way. What is up, my dudes? Lionel, Jokey, Pablo, Michael. I'm the best in the business. You guys heard it here first. Thank you. Kishiv? Antonio, how y'all doing? So we're gonna jump into this pretty quick. Any idea when the glass aid will be back in stock? You have asked at the right time. Early next week, like probably Monday next week, maybe over the weekend. Actually, it might be as early as going up on Saturday. So we would ship out on Monday. I just need to make sure it's good. So I have like a good chunk of the shipment coming in on Friday. So I gotta make sure it's good before I put it up. Maybe we'll even put it up on Friday night. I don't know. Probably that, because it's online stuff. So just keep an eye out. If you go to mytintstuff.com, there is an email thing, so we will be sending those out. I will also be posting notices on like the YouTube, the Facebook. So I'm just gonna try and blast it out as much as I can on those places. So just keep an eye out, and hopefully that'll be good. If it comes Friday night, it'll be sold out by Saturday morning. Yeah, I don't quite think we'll hit that. I have right now like 10,000 rolls getting produced, so that definitely takes a little bit of time. So part of that is happening, and then hopefully the second batch is to follow here soon, and then I immediately have to look into getting see where we're at, and then kind of judge from there. If someone comes in and wants a full windshield and they have a brow and you want to tint over it, would you? Yeah, for sure. I would make the recommendation it looks better if you strip the brow off, do the windshield, and then do the brow over it. Just let them know there's going to be a line, but it's totally up to them. I mean, it's their vehicle. That's the way I look at it. I always make my little suggestions on like what I think would work best, or in that case, that one's really cut and dry. I try not to make as many suggestions for shades. I show them my vehicle and then just kind of tell them what to expect, and then let them make their own shade decisions, because I don't want to play too much of a guessing game for it. But whatever they want to do is whatever they want to do. They're paying for it. They got to live with it. I plan on buying 10 to 15 rolls. That's awesome. You will definitely get your 10 to 15 rolls. No problem. All right, so we're going to jump into this one. I feel like I need to do this real quick because my hands have been all smudgy. I put up some more lights, believe it or not. I put up lights behind those banners. I hung my little studio banner up there and tried to dress it up a little bit more. So I'm also trying to, oh, you can't even see it. It's hiding back there. I'm trying to sell that Civic. Oh my God, where is it? I'm trying to sell that Civic all the way back there. GoPro. Let's do this. All right. Hope you stream a 4Runner. You know, I was I knew this was the truck, but I'm like, they don't put the up and down window on these. I didn't think so, but I wasn't sure. And yeah, it's the slider. I drove around with a 4Runner. All right, where's the key? Where did we put the key? We should probably make sure slightly before we go live that we know exactly where that key is. It's around here somewhere. We have the vehicle in here. Sometimes I just set it somewhere, though, as I'm... Oh, it's with me or it. Well, that's good. So it's somewhere around here. Unless it just has that long of a... Oh, God, where are they? But yeah, I drove around with a 4Runner for a little bit when I was in Texas. And I was like, I know I have people asking me about this back window. But I was on vacation, so I wasn't going to film that. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Okay, really? What? Okay, we're just gonna take a second here. Oh, yeah, okay. I don't usually do that. I thought that was my phone. There we go. We have key. I knew we had the key. I was just making sure it didn't slide in the seat, and then we're scrambling our brain trying to find it. Alright, so let's go ahead and let's prep this guy. So, very generous seals on these. Nothing alarming in that department. It's really about unique cuts. And same thing for the back. Unique cuts. Yes, we are doing the back windows. No windshield on this one, actually. But yeah, we're doing front 2 doors, back 2 doors, back glass. Or else if it was just front 2 doors, we wouldn't stream it. There's not enough there. I should have cut these just a little bit shorter. What was that? How do you handle limited decline? Rear windows with limited decline. What do you mean? Not sure what you mean there. Good to finally see you doing a Toyota truck. Yeah, we just, you know, you got, we're the Motor City. So you got Ford, you got Chrysler. So we have a lot of those, and Toyota still has, like, you know, there's plenty of Toyota dealerships around. It's just they're not popular. Why do you tape the seals? Just because it helps with that little extra. If you go back even, I don't know, 3 months probably, taping all the seals is something new. For me. People have been doing this for a long time, mostly for felt seals to keep all that in. We do things here to try and make everything that much better. So if it doesn't take me a lot of time to do, and I get a much better result. So really the better result is just more consistency. So every once in a while you have a couple of speckles or, you know, a little bit trail in from where you... like where you 2-stage it. So that kind of, that basically solved that entirely. I taped the seals, cleaned the windows very well, but still had a decent amount of contamination on the film. Any help with contamination? The biggest reason is just your install needs to be a little bit more, like you need to work on your technique a little bit more. If like the film can still bunch up and the film can still stick and still give you a hard time to get it, to get where you need it to go. So if you're kind of like fighting with it, like there's still dirt there that's gonna come back into your tint. It's no fun. Oh, somebody asked if I'd like a plotter more off stream. No, even off stream, I still hand cut everything. There's certain, so like on this truck, for example, if I had a plotter here, I would definitely be plotting out those back windows here. Not these ones. So these ones are just kind of tight. Back windows with like more space, stuff that I don't have to depend on being like super tight, and it like those edges, they just don't matter near as much as they would on like the top edge. That's where I don't like them. So plotters, they're okay. Like they're good enough for a lot of situations, but I don't do good enough here. So that's why. I did good enough for a long time. We go for the best. The best or no deal. So, yeah, I'm not trying to pull in a bunch of cars in a day. I'm trying to pull in a couple of clients, make sure I got the time to ensure the work turns out really well. And then, I mean, if I really wanted to, I could pull in more and just kind of do what I used to do. I just don't feel like it anymore. I like this way better. It's so much more relaxed, too. Unless those certain times when I screw up my own schedule. All right, so we are mostly good on all that. I guess we can close that form. Stickers. See, look at that. They don't tuck their stickers and those didn't peel. We've never seen a serious sticker peel. What up? Any tips on an 09 Subaru Outback? No, nothing that comes to mind. I mean, you might have some not so fun quarter windows, but I don't have anything alarming to tell you. I tinted a 2020 Accord, just the doors and the back, and the sensor popped up. Blind spot assist. Have you had that issue? Not on the Accord, no. Especially not just for the doors. I've heard some stuff with like the windshields, but not on the doors. And I've done a couple of new ones. I haven't had any issues with it, so I'm sorry. That sucks. I would post that in the Facebook group. You are the second person to ask about that today. Yes, okay, so you guys are now asking at a great time. It is on schedule to be here Friday. I need to make sure that it's all a go. And then if that's the case, I guess it'll probably just go live Friday. I know I said like Sunday and then Saturday and Friday, but as soon as I know for sure on Friday, I'll just make sure. So look out for it anywhere like Friday afternoon through like Saturday. And then I will just be packing like a, that's my whole weekend. Dang. Because I got distributors to feed. My Glass 8 vacation is over. It's a good thing, but also, dang. Oh, why am I taking you over here? Go back to your spot. There we go. So I've been trying to clean up some of this, and then I put some. This is something probably not going to notice as much. Well, I put my banner up there. That's pretty obvious. But I put some lights up behind there. And then I'm just messing around with, like, adding some extra tools and stuff to the wall. It's looking good. I like it. Even with just, like, single tools and stuff scattered all over the wall, it looks busy. I like it a lot. So it's kind of also a place to, like, hang some stuff that I'm going to do here in the near future. So I have 3 rolls of Walmart film sitting there. I bought some Amazon tools. So tomorrow I'm going to be shooting a video with the Walmart ceramic film, and then after that, the next week, I think we're going to do an Amazon tools video. So we need 20%. Do I have it? I think I got it over here. So that's the behind the scenes, all that back there. That's allowed to be cruddy, but I'm going to clean it up anyways. Okay, so we need this. Or do we have a 24? Oh, we got a 24. I'm so dumb. We don't need a 36. I got to go grab a 24. So we are going to go grab that. Look at that. Look at behind the scenes. Oh, no, it's horrible. Oh. So that's a 36. Where is it? I used it. I used it yesterday. I had to go get that quarter window replaced. So I took that guy. And then, funny when you have to, so I took it to the glass shop to get the quarter window replaced so I can sell it. And then they're like, oh, hey, we have a couple things if you want to do them. Please do them. Please. All right. Couple things I had to take care of there. Super fun. But yeah, I'm glad I finally got something to tell you guys about Glass Aid, because it's been it's long enough. Easiest truck. New people think that you tint with the black magic on the wall. Don't we? Isn't that what we're doing right now? Yes, we run to Walmart and spend $60, $80? What would you need for a full vehicle from Walmart? You'd need like $80 worth of kit to do that. Where did you get that shirt? Oh. My graphic designer. Mine and everybody else's graphic designer. Let me bring this up for you, because I always like to check this out. Tint Life. All right. I'm going to drop a link in chat for you, but this is the site. Tint Life with a Y. Because Tint Life was taken, I think. So this graphic designer, Iron Duck Designs, this is her, she basically takes a bunch of sayings and things tinters do and turns them into logos. And then, see, there's the Dark But Legal, and she's got a bunch of, like, graffiti ones and knife ones and just, like, Tint Life, like, slingers. She's got a lot of cool designs here. So, definitely check her out. Good stuff here. Wow, my aspect ratio is still stupid. Okay, we'll have to fix that again. But that's where you can get it. GoPro. You are very welcome. Yeah, we had a project. I was supposed to like add that to to my own store, and then it fell by the wayside, and she still does the artwork. So that's her store. The pile of poo. Yeah. All right, I want to look at these really quick. These ones, like I said, I'm pretty sure maybe they don't. Okay, so this one kind of rounds a lot right here. This one, I must be thinking about another Toyota. That corner is very normal. This one back here, it definitely rounds a lot. So I just got to keep that one in mind when we go to cut this. Looks like I've got a normal amount of space up here to kind of pull this forward. Sometimes they'll put a little bit more plastic in the way, so you can tuck like a little bit farther. And then they also do these little rounds. Thinking of the Tundra. You, my dude, are correct. I am thinking of the Tundra. See, I just don't get them. Tundra, Tacoma, it's the same thing until you get it in person. So it's not the same thing. But it's like, it's like getting Audis a little bit confused. Stuff like that. They just sound too similar. Thank you, though. I purchased clay bars off your site and left a 15% tip. Dang, thank you. Much appreciated. Hope you like the clay bars. I'm quite fond of them. The how much to shift is my problem with hand cutting. Yeah, that's a decent problem. It's definitely a little bit of guesswork, but there's usually enough similarities between a lot of vehicles where it's not, like, you can just do about the same amount. What do you use them for? Clay bars are used for cleaning. So just like they are used for cleaning for paint, you can also scrub the surface of the glass with them. Oh no. Oh no. Sorry, that was a funny one. Did you ever lock the keys in the car like I just did? Ah. I was gonna say yes. Which, yes, I have. But then, like, it was just extra funny. Because you did it right now. That sucks. That's the worst. All caps. But for clay bars, they're really good for scrubbing defrosters too. Like, if you take one of the Glassade clay bars and you scrub a defroster with it, just look at all the black shit that comes off of the defrosters. It's disgusting. In an awesome way. It's like, what have I been tinting over? Have you ever cut a Chevy on the back? Yeah, a lot of the truck windows I cut on the inside. And I normally would cut something like this on the inside, but it's going to be a little bit easier for me to set it up on the outside. They don't have like a tonneau cover for the back, so I can just use some Glassade and cut out that back much easier that way. The inside isn't too bad. It just does this really big round. So you're kind of like all cramped in the back trying to cut that. But on most, like on Rams, on F-150s, on lots of trucks, that's the way I'll do it. You see this round right here? That's what I'm making sure I want to line up quite nicely. So looks like maybe a smidge more, but that start is really, really good. It's mostly just the back end of it. Yeah, it's definitely harder to cut a back window on a truck when they have a bed in the way. That's why I learned how to do it on the inside, because everybody was getting tonneau covers, and now a lot of people just get them out of the factory. So when I was starting tinting, the big thing was caps. Everybody was getting caps for their truck, which was super dumb. God, I hated them. They were just, not even for tinting. It was because, like, It just didn't look good. So you get like, okay, somebody, truck person, please explain. Why are you gonna get a truck and then you're gonna make it look like a SUV? Why not just get an SUV? It's already covered, it looks better, it's climate controlled, but people are gonna get a truck and then just lose out on space and then buy something after the fact. Explain it to me, okay? I don't get it. I understand that it's a thing, I don't get it. I'm not much of a truck guy, though. If you're gonna get a truck, I think stick with a profile of the truck. Tonneau cover's cool, racks on top, some little extra flares and stuff. That all looks good. That's fine. Don't make it look like an SUV. That was ugly as sin. I'm beside one now. A lot of people keep their tools in the bed and be able to lock them. Yeah, I get, but why not do that on an SUV? Why have to bolt something in after the fact? God, this is just a nightmare right now. How did this happen? Okay, there we go. Couldn't find the Lowe's tape. Lowe's has this handy little thing on their website that'll tell you exactly what aisle it is in. It's hidden. It's hidden. It took me a little bit to find it, too. Construction equipment. I can see the... Okay. So, I'll give you some of that stuff is, like, really dirty. And so you can still put it in a truck, and you can get a cap on it. But here's where I lose out, too. This goes along with Jeep people. Jeep people are the same way, and there's other types of vehicle people too. But so somebody will get a truck, they will jazz it up with all types of stuff: lift kit, cap, covers, lights, fog lights, you name it. And then it is their baby, and then they'll keep it in a garage. They don't use it for any of that. So with those handful of people that use it for construction and actually like legitimately need it, there's so many more people too that just like, well, I just like it. Just always found it really funny. I can't tell, like I worked at a store where there were like 3 or 4 different Jeep people, and when one would lease a new Jeep, they would all be like, oh, you got these speakers, oh, you got those wheels, oh yeah, and I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and then they would always stay clean, and they'd drive them on the road and never do anything else with them. It's just funny to me. Use it! If you're gonna do all that, then use it. At least with the Jeep things, it would look good for a Jeep. I'm not a big Jeep fan either, but it would look good for a Jeep. But the caps, those things have me completely lost. I recently opened my own shop called Social Tint. I was thinking about using that floor. You have Where Do I Get It? So this flooring you can find at a site called racedeck.com. This is the Free Flow 360. It's one of the like less expensive versions of it. They're just like harder plastic tiles with slats in them. So this is one of them just sitting here. So like I don't, no, it's metal. It's plastic. It's about that thick. They're plastic. They're just stiff tiles, and they all snap together. So they're gonna run you about $4 a square foot. And I like them a lot. What else were we getting? We were going to get a scrub pad. What kind of tape is that? The white Lowe's tape? So it's house wrap tape. So if you search house wrap tape on Lowe's, you'll find this tape. Oh my goodness. He's back. He's back and gassing us.
Daniel Rayner super chatted $9.99. Magandu Marga Kuya Master Mat. Mustapo.
Daniel, I'm doing well, thank you. How you doing? Thank you for the 10. Good to have you. I'm gonna throw this one. I'm gonna grab a new one. Where can I buy GeoShield? A few places. MyTintStuff.com. And also GeoShield sells it on GeoShield USA. You can order it direct through them too. I'm trying to keep up. Chat's really busy right now. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. So I'm just slightly distracted. I mean, we haven't even cut out the back doors. I'm already hitting the front doors. But we'll get there. My booty.
Daniel Rayner super chatted $9.99. Moputi, Yahoo, hurrah.
Hurrah! Thank you, sir. Hurrah! It's funny how it says it. It says my booty. Hurrah! Or hurrah. So expressive. My Texas speech is just oh so expressive. We're just quadruple cleaning this for redundancy. Good Lord.
Daniel Rayner super chatted $9.99.
Good Lord. Okay. I don't know why it didn't work the third time. That's something I have to ask tech support again. But thank you. I also have now a clear example that I can be like, I don't know. It worked twice, it didn't work the third time. And then it'll randomly like work most of the time and then sometimes not work. See? Like there you go. Thank you. Good Lord. See, it like sometimes it works. Most of the time it works, and then sometimes it doesn't.
Daniel Rayner super chatted $9.99.
Super shattered. Oh, wow. What is up with you guys today?
D3 kills easy super chatted $20. Keep growing, maybe you'll have to come cork for you. Ha ha ha, get this chat lit.
D3, thank you so much. I gotta change my chat volume in my ear. I like half heard it. 1 second. Let me get this thing tacked up here. Super chats are strong this morning. All for Tacoma. Maybe we need some more Toyotas here. So Daniel, thank you again for the 10. And then D3 with the 20. Keep growing. Maybe I'll have to come work for you. Let's get this chat lit. Maybe one day. It's funny to me. I don't even know where I'm growing this business. It's just like, you know, I'm keeping it busy enough for myself right now, and it's staying consistent enough right now where we're able to do these. I'm able to kind of just run this like somewhat of a normal shop, keep it relatively limited, but busy enough, and things are going well. So from there, we got to get into some type of a training course. Is that a tri-edge? Yes. Yes, so the tri-edge, that was the pink one. Really, really like the pink and the blue. And then if you still have them, the purple, the special edition purples from Tint Wiz. Those ones are like the blues. They're all really good. At least everything but the orange one. The orange one's a little bit stiff, but they're all good material. I used to use the easy reaches all the time, but they just wear out too quick. The tri-edges stay a lot longer. But get both. Get both because you'll have those circumstances where an easy reach is just like, it's the perfect tool for the job. Most of the time, it's all about the tri-edges though. Big fan of tri-edge. What's the Lowe's tape for? So Lowe's tape is something relatively new. Tuck tape is another thing that you can use. They're both great. It's house wrap tape is all it is. So it's got a really nice adhesive to it that sticks and is water resistant. And it sticks to a whole lot of surfaces and it peels clean, and it seems like it's starting to rip in an annoying spot. Usually you can peel it from the bottom or the top. Dang. All right, we'll get it. We'll get it. So I've been putting it on the paneling too as well, because Carpet Shield doesn't quite want to stick to all the panelings. So, but this tape, so you put it on the paneling too, and you can stick the plastic over that. So that's really helpful. Lowe's should sponsor the stream. Yeah, there's enough things that we use from them now. There we go. Use your bone tool. You know, I have those at home. I keep forgetting to bring one here. I don't have any here. I think we're looking pretty good. Nice. You know, I actually kind of want to meter these. More often than not, factory tint is 20%. And I always say on foreign trucks and SUVs, they're lighter. I believe these ones are going to be like a 28 to a 30. But I want to meter these before we throw tint on there, just to be sure. 28, a bit lighter. So we're still doing 20 over it. It's going to be like a 7% at that point. A little bit lighter than the limo, but still definitely darker. So that'll be cool. We're going to jump over to the other side, though, because we already have that cut out. So let's just go do that. Yeah, tuck tape is a really good option. You can find that on Amazon. It's made in Canada, so that's why they don't have distribution here. So it's just, you can't find it in stores around here. But you can find it on Amazon with like Prime shipping, so that's pretty cool. I was just trying to find an option where I could literally run into a store if I forget, which that's happened a few times. And you know, I think it's a little bit, it's not as wide. Tuck tape is a little bit wider of a roll. But the Lowe's tape is a little bit cheaper too. So like, you know, there's a little trade-off there. What do you charge for that truck in your market? $350. Nice, very nice. So it entirely depends on the film that they go with. This one we're actually a little bit on the cheaper side. We're doing $240 for all the sides and the back. We're doing that in a color stable. With the windshield, it'd be about $370 starting. I have a new film that's coming that might change some pricing, though. I'm probably not going to do it right away, but maybe lean into it over some time. You're awesome. You inspired me to set up my garage as a workplace. Oh, that's so cool. I love at-home workspaces like that. At-home garages are great. I get to move up to a shop one day and just keep leveling it, and just keep leveling it up. That's cool. That's a great way to look at it. To be honest, I want to go back. I'm happy to have a space that people can just like come here. I can tint their cars, and it's just like there's no, I don't have to do drop-offs, and people, like, this is just another tin shop too. So that part of it's really nice, but man, I miss working from home. I love having like a super clean at-home workspace. I guess my dream now is what is called a barn dominium. I just found those that were a thing not very long ago. One day I'll get one of those built. Oversized garage with a nice house, and it's actually more affordable to have built too, which is crazy. So one day we'll get there. Yeah, so the interesting thing too is that we're coming to the tail end of summer, so it's still actually like 80s to 90s outside. But what I'm curious about is we've done a lot more carbons and ceramic. I'm wondering how that's going to hold in the wintertime. We don't stay hot here all year round. So I have as hard of a challenge, if not more so, than a lot of companies, you know, because we have snow in the winter. If somebody comes in a hot day, they're more inclined to get carbon or ceramic. If it's wintertime, they're not as inclined to. So it's just kind of the way it works. It's not a problem until it's a problem. But I will try my best. We're getting our super ceramic just in time for winter. I love barn dominiums. Man, they're so cool looking. I was looking around at the house market, and I was really sad with what I saw. But the annoying part was like, most houses are like all crammed together. They have like, you know, you can spend a ton on a house and still be like 15 feet away from your neighbor or less. So hopefully one day we'll get, I guess, a piece of land and get a barn dominium built, because that is like, man, that's perfect. Is the stream buffering? Oh, that's no fun. I'll check it. I have the green light. Sometimes the YouTube transcoding has been kind of crap for a little bit. I don't know what it is, but there's no way for me to fix it. Sometimes I've had to stop the stream and restart it, but it's cutting in and out. Aww. Yeah, so this right here, dropped frames, 0. It's my internet. Super ceramic for the win. Yeah, we gotta do it on, we're gonna do it on Nick's Corvette. I think I've officially decided. I'm a little nervous. Oh my, good Lord. Thank you. I have both headphones in, and noise canceling doesn't like loud rushes of air.
Daniel Rayner super chatted $4.99. Your streaming is buffering.
Your streaming is buffering. Thank you for the 5. I can't do anything about it.
Christopher Ramirez super chatted $4.99. Where did you get the plastic to cover the door panels?
Followed by Christopher with a 5. Where did you get the plastic to cover the door panels? That is a super popular question. Thank you so much for the super chat. You didn't have to do that, but carpet shield. There you go. There's a link in chat for you. You can find it on Amazon, Home Depot, and Lowe's. Called Carpet Shield. I get the 24-inch roll by like 200 feet. It's about like $32 a roll if you buy it in a 4-pack. At least from Lowe's it is. And then I put it on those rollers. Super convenient to just pull off, protect the door panel, and then just toss it away. because we're so eco-friendly. Single-use plastics and all. Sorry about the stream. Yeah, I don't know what to do at this point. Maybe it'll just clear up, but it's definitely not my issue. Something else is happening. Because it wasn't a problem before, and now it's a problem, so my internet is actually okay for once. At least I hope it is. Why is it doing that? That's goofy. I keep getting mixed answers on this. Do you double cut on frameless doors? You can, but I typically don't. I used to double cut a lot on frameless doors, and then I would see some inconsistencies on like some Camaros. That was really where I saw it. Where when I double cut on the passenger side, it was like a 1/4 inch shy or an 1/8 of an inch shy on the other side. So then I just started individually cutting them. But in most cases, you're going to be fine. I like to cut them separately here because on frameless doors, like that's what you see every time you open up that door. Those top edges really, really matter. I mean, they always matter. But like on frameless, if you individually cut them, you know that it's to spec on both. So that's why I'll do it that way. What's the yellow tool called? This little guy? He's going to be green here pretty soon. This is called shank. The shank. It's a little crooked butter knife. Super handy. Fits in your pouch. Pull the seal back, tuck the film in. I laughed at these a lot. I thought they were dumb. And then somebody told me, no, they're not dumb. And I was like, yeah, okay. And then I tried it, and I was like, oh my God, what have I been doing with my life? Oh yeah, we didn't even cut these. You see? When we go on autopilot. So I did the front doors. We still got to cut out the back doors before I try and go tuck nothing into the seals. So on these ones, my ears. Thank you. Yes, it is.
Washington Correa super chatted $5. I noticed you squeegee the water to the sides. Is that better than squeegeeing it to the bottom?
Yes, I can explain that really quick. Squeegee the water. All right. So gravity pulls everything down. So, I mean, yeah, if you squeegee this way, you're moving everything down, but what's really hard is your overlaps here. So your top edge is still generally like kind of wet. And especially like you'll have lines when you do that. Even if you overlap your strokes here and you do that. When you do it this way, from top, always from the top, see how it's all dripping there? Then zoop, zoop, zoop. And you can put a little bit of an angle on your squeegee. It's a better way to clean it. Everything is just getting washed down that way, and it's way smoother. So do it that way. That'll legitimately make a difference. And it's faster, because like this way, it's just like one stroke here, 2, 3. Where this one, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's just going to be faster that way. Faster, stronger, better. Cue the music. Why does my tint get stuck on the little black emblem in the corners? Because it's a ceramic thingy and it doesn't slide super well there, but just spray some water. And it should, like, I don't think they've ever really impacted any window that I've done significantly, but I know what you mean. Like, it'll stick a little bit there, but just keep it, just keep it a little flushed. A little bit different because we got a swoop there. It's very common to see on trucks. And then you also have this back window kind of fall out of the seal. So when you're cutting these, we're going to play a little bit of connect the dots, I think, because the inside seal kind of matches that outside seal. Oh, I guess you wouldn't have to do that. Okay. No, you'll be okay. The Rams are a little bit different. The Rams have like a flat inside seal, where these ones, they actually curve up on the inside and the outside, so you would be okay just following it along. That's totally fine. So what we're going to do instead is we'll cut this one, we'll pull it over, we'll cut this edge, we'll cut that swoop, and we'll shift it back over. This is just like not even a big deal. It's just it's just how we're doing it. And then what do you do there? Why are you so so normally they're straight. That one's a little weird. Let me just see what it does. I know it's got a big curve up there. I just want to see how soon it falls out. Just one. Oh yeah, it's pretty straight. I just don't want to go super far up here because you see, like, watch, I'll put my finger like right here. See how that trails out here? And now it meets the seal. This is just kind of funky where they still go straight up and down and then the seal just curves up a little early. You have a lot to tuck up there if you want to. You're doing things different on this one? Yeah, I just kind of accidentally just started installing the front doors. I think that probably comes from just doing so many front doors on trucks, and then, I don't know. Chat was super busy. So we just got wrapped up with doing the front doors first, then we're doing the back doors. No particular reason other than, oops. Which is like a good number of my hiccups, is like, oops, I don't know. We just did it that way. So overlap, overlap, and then see that lined up at the bottom? Good God! Oh, I didn't even have to do that.
Daniel Rayner super chatted $9.99. See y'all later. My day off today. Excellent videos as always, Master Matt. Y'all keep
Daniel Rayner,
don't give up.
You have a good day, sir.
My new employee learned in 3 months.
Thank you so much.
We can do this. Keep.
What was that? With the 10, thank you. Don't give up or discourage. My new employees learned in 3 months. We can do this. Keep. Sorry, I get the message there. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Encouragement for everybody. Yes, stay with it. Glad you liked the videos, as always. Okay, so it's just did a really bad job. Really bad job at explaining all of this. I cut here. I shifted it over. I cut this edge. Only up to here because of how much the window is going to shift out. Then I cut this bottom to kind of match up this swoop here. And then I shifted it over. Just because if I cut this side first, shifted it this way, and then I cut the swoop, it would have shifted and looked something like that, and you have to pull it a little farther down. You can still compensate for it that way, but smarter to shift it that way first. I just did a horrible job explaining it all. But that's basically what happened here. So on this top edge, these are the types of windows where I squeegee, get them to tack in place, and then I roll them down much farther than most top edge windows because of all that. All that needs to be cut. So So we want to do a good job. Hopefully we'll get this all seamless too. Sometimes that goes well. There's a lot of times that doesn't go well. I like when it does. Like Mustangs. I should have by now. Mustangs I don't get that round more often than not. I go up a Mustang window, go around even the bigger curved one, and then my knife slips off. So on this one too, look at that. You got that right in there. See how that swoops down? So what we want to do is kind of trace some of that, and then we're going to play a little game of connect the dots here. Connect the curves and dots. So we have enough information here to cut our pattern, but we have a lot of areas that aren't cut on the door. So basically, look, this is going this way. This is like geometry. This will intersect here, and then this one will intersect there with a little bit of a round to it. And that's all I'm going to be doing here. This one, just trail it straight over. You can take I don't have one. I should probably go get one. I was going to say you can take a flat edge, straight edge or whatever, and then just kind of meet it up there. And when you roll this window down, there's a whole heck of a lot of it that drops down into the framing before you ever see the edge of the window. So even if you're like, where do I put this cut exactly? How does it angle? Like, you don't have to be perfect on it because the window is already in the framing. You just guesstimate as best you can. Make it look clean, and you'll be good. You'll be good. So this one, a little around here, nothing crazy. A lot of that is going under the seal. And then for this one, same deal. We're gonna fix this curve. And then it comes down pretty sharp, and then it goes, that's kind of a longer one. It says, there we go. Something like that. Did anybody hold their breath? It's always smarter to go a little bit wider because you can fix it. If you go too short, you can't fix that. You can't add material. You can only take it off. So there we go. Something like that. And if you're ever unsure, just take your pattern, match it back up, see where it is. If you need to round something, do it a little bit more. See how this looks. So this right there, this guy, yeah, that goes straight over. So we actually need to round this a little bit farther. See how this comes straight down? Cool. This, I have a little bit too much overlap, so we need to over round that a little bit more. Follow the same curve. And then just should be better. Sounds like a jungle in here. We have crickets. Rained a lot last night. They all came in here, broke in the door, and I killed one of them. Gah! Sweet! Ah, it's like a hair. It's like just a hair wide. So we're gonna shorten it one more time, just a little bit. Don't forget to shrink. That's a good reminder. There we go. That'll do it. That'll do. That'll do. So this can be rolled up. We are going to set these on. We're going to shrink them. Why do I get so much air? What was it? Why do I get so much air when I go to install the two bottom sides? I don't know. Not sure what you mean. Like, I'd have to see it. You could actually take a short video of the problem, like as it's kind of happening. Just like set up your phone, record it, and then post it in the Facebook group. And people can give you very helpful suggestions, and they'll try and keep a lookout for it. You can also tag me. It's the best way. Most things I kind of understand, but that one I'm not too sure. Video, freehand a whole window on a glass board, attempt to install. It would be a horrible mess. It sounds fun. I've thought about trying that with the back window. It'd be a little bit more forgiving on a back window, but it'd probably be a lot of wasted film. I greatly rely on the glass. Blindfolded though. That was fun. All right. Continuing. So, let's clean this off. Have you had issues with contamination from air compressors? Not yet, but it definitely sounds like something that can happen. Ask, Sun Distributing. Ask them. Because I want to say I just heard from him about it, like a situation. He had somebody call in and ask about that. And he had so check with them. Because I think you can get air compressor filters and stuff like that. Because that would be a problem with detailing work too. If you're just spraying the air that comes out of the end, yeah, it could get dirty or whatever. Corroded from something in there. There's got to be air compressor filters and stuff. Found out my tint meter's at 3%. Nice. There's a good chance that a lot of them at 5% is going to meter at something like that. Because when you're putting 5% over glass, I had this talk with a E-class that we're going to be doing on Monday, actually. Ohio restrictions are 75. He said 75% on the front. And I don't have 75%. I have 70, but even if I did 70, it would meter too dark. Because your factory glass is already going to meter 75 to 85, which is why the law is that way. It's basically saying nothing. It's not saying you can have 75%. It's like anything that you put on these windows is going to be below the factory, which is already 75 to 80%. So it's more a law for factory glass than anything. All right. Let's see how we did. We walked back and forth enough. We should be pretty damn close on these. Oh, there we go. That's nice. This See, some of these windows are kind of weird too, because they like, out of the factory, they round the glass, right? With sanders or whatever that they use. So this one has like a little interesting extra swoop right here. I hope that doesn't mess up the other side. But it kind of looks like it should, and then dips a little bit, right flush with the glass. Oh well, lines up nice on this one. Hopefully the other side is good. Chargers are really bad offenders of this too, especially aftermarket charger glass. It's like, it's all over the place. So if you have a brand new charger, you're probably fine. If you've double cut on a charger window sometimes, and it's aftermarket, you go from one side to the other, and then it's just a total mess. What do you have in your water? Yeah, just soapy water. Baby shampoo and Dawn mixed together. No! It stopped. I know that beep. It's the imminent doom. It's gonna blow up. Or turn off. Thank you, Toyota, for staying on as long as you did. Managed to peel the liner with my blade. Oh, yeah, that'll work. That's kind of like the fingernail method. I've seen some people do that. That's like a really clean-looking way to do it, too. Me, I look like a little hamster. I'm just like gnawing at the end of the window. I don't put teeth marks in it, but I'm like, ah, yeah, yeah, yeah. I just need to give the tint a little taste before I install it, that's all. I'm hungry. What is wrong with me? I talk to robot voice. The voice is in my head. Like, that just sounds like a skill. I could peel it with my toes. Hang on, I gotta like lift my foot up really tall. Gotta be extra flexible for that one. Sweet. We good? What tool is that? The yellow one? Do I have a few yellow ones or just the one? I'm assuming you're asking about the shank. This one? The shank? Stop asking about it. It's going to be green soon. It'll be green this Friday. We're getting new ones. We're getting new felt cards. We're getting new shanks. We're getting new scraper cards. Should be fun. I'm excited. I'm excited for a green shank. Sweet. So this is awfully close to being overshrunk. It's definitely fine, but like, you see how, watch, and then it comes down. The more you shrink it, if you shrunk it too much anywhere in here, it's going to be real hard to get to lay even. So all you need to do for snap shrinking is shrink some in here. Like, you can shrink a little lower or whatever, but it needs to do, at the end of the day, that's what it needs to do. Just shoop, tight to the glass at the bottom. That's what you're looking for. Gonna try double cut today. Any advice? Yeah, it's just like single cutting, but thicker. be okay with ruining film. And don't cry over wasting 2 patterns. It sucks. Anytime I do that, I'm not, like, it's not fun because, you know, instead of 1 pattern, you just ruin 2. So when you have a set of doors to do, it's like there's actual film loss and then there's potential money loss. So, you know, if I charge $100 for a set of doors and then I ruin 2 patterns, then I just lost $100 on those doors, right? But I mean, it's actually less than material cost, but still, it feels like you just lost $100 on it. So that sucks. But when you put in the time to learn double cutting, you will far exceed, like, you'll be faster on every car that you do, and that will more than pay for itself than the loss of that film. Double cutting is the single biggest thing that you can do on a vehicle to speed up your time. Because if you're sitting there cutting individual patterns and then all of a sudden you just cut 2 at the same time, it's so much faster. And they still look good because they're hand cut. So highly suggest doing that. Maybe that's why some people are faster with plotters than hand cutting. Because if they've been single cutting this whole time and I haven't been thinking about that, then like, yeah, I'm way faster with the plotter. Well, were you double cutting? I sure hope so. Learn bottom loading windows with no seals, but my new job, the owner doesn't like the seals being removed, so I've watched a lot of your videos and tips on top loading. Nice! There's a good reason why he doesn't want you removing all the seals. So this is there's a lot of opinions on this, and I respect both sides. The safer of the two is to just not remove the seals. Because if you're just pulling apart door panels, there's a few things. Even if you snap that door back together, if you have a customer that for whatever reason is like, hey, my door seems like it's rattling, if you pulled that apart, then you're like kind of screwed. If you can definitively say like, yeah, we don't pull door panels apart, less liability altogether. Also, if somebody was watching you, I generally think they tend to appreciate their brand new car not being pulled apart. It's just for you to tint the windows. That's just my own opinion on it, but I 100% side with them. It's like, it makes more sense as for like a safety, less risk. If you can just tuck them all, do that. But I understand there's team going through a drive-through and then they get some drips on their paneling. Like, all that stuff is generally pretty water resistant. But oversaturating everything, that's where it can really become an issue. So I have taken upon myself to basically cover as much as I can. All the water will kind of run down the inside on the backside of plastic membrane. And then it goes out. Look, what are these? You guys know what these are? People in my comments going like, oh, you're flooding the door. Oh my God. Look at that. What's that? It's called a drain hole. Because when it rains outside, water is still getting into your door panel. It's got to go somewhere. So the points where it really can get screwed up is generally like right to the switch. So if a lot of water will pull up there, then you'll connect some electronics together and then maybe short something or screw up the switch or whatever. So that can be an issue. And then there are starting to become a handful more vehicles that seem to be putting modules in really weird places. So there'll be like a speaker up in the top corner or something of like the front. So like, to be specific, here, Dodge Durango, speaker's here. Wire runs down from the speaker directly to a module that's kind of tucked up the inside of the door. So in that case, water is running along the seal. piggybacks off that wire and goes straight to this other module and freaks out the car. So there's certain situations where you have to be really sensitive to that, and for that I say just pay attention to the Facebook groups. And I don't know, eventually you'll probably screw something up, and that's just the way this industry is. But the lighter you are in your water, if you take a lot of these precautions, then you'll be okay. But be on the lookout for screwy cars. Always be on the lookout for that. There's like a handful, but that's one of them that I personally ran into, and that was not super fun. Did the passenger door in a Durango, and everything started going. So Durangos are like the Grand Cherokees, where the seals are really easy to pull. So on that one, I will definitely pull those. So the choice is, do you want me to screw up your car, or do you want me to pull the seal and tint it? But the majority of the things I just leave like that. Definitely no fun. How do you go about Audi front windows with top loading? You just do it. You cut your side, you can cut them a little tighter, cut the bottom a little tighter, cut the sides a little tighter, and you just do it. Practice, practice, practice. They're not super fun, but the more you do it, the more you get used to it. There's Jags. I don't like doing Jags. Like the XJL. Those ones really kind of suck. I had somebody ask about an S-Class. S-Class gets a little tighter than the A-Class does. But do the best you can. Okie dokie, this is one. Oh, this one does. Thank you. Toyota just made those come out super easily. Look at that, and they even have these really smart hinges right here for the headrest. Smart. MK5. Those have tight seals too. Yeah. You just do them. Oh, that's just overspray. That's fine. At least it's not a Tundra. Why? What would be wrong if it's a Tundra? Ugh. Trickier cuts? I've done them. It's been a while, so I don't know specifically what. Almost booped my head there. Okay, back window time. What are we gonna do? Oh, these even lean forward? Wow, that changes everything. Not a fan of the roll down back window? Yeah, I thought I was walking into that today. I know the top seal, actually you roll the window down and it'll pop right out. I know that much about it, and I probably would do that in that case because it's literally like just, and you're fine. Huh, interesting. Okay, I'm still gonna do these on the outside. A lot of these I'll do on the inside, and this definitely gives me some more room. This isn't much space though, especially when your tint is all bunching up into a corner like this. That's not super fun. It's doable, but it's just not super fun. So while he's got the no bed on it, we're going to, or no cover on it, we're going to clean out the back window. We're going to put some glass 8 on it and do it that way. That's just going to be easier for me. Keep a little light back here. Brighten that up. And then we got to scrub this and squeegee. And where's my... What is it? Somewhere. I should only offer Gila? No, Black Magic. It's all right there. Look, We got the new ceramic. Actually, I don't know how new it is. We got the 2.5%. We got the ceramic, and we got the static cling. Yeah, man. Save one pattern and copy it for the other side. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do on this one. I did that. Okay. I did that on a RAM. So I'm still working myself out of mobile habits where I don't have glass boards, and I'm slowly getting back into using them some. So like we pick up patterns, we cut them, we round our corners and cut long edges on the glass board. That's cool. But there's a lot of things that I think it's helpful to see just doing the patterns the way that I do them mobile, because that's going to be like most situations. Is you're not going to have a super pretty shop, you're not going to have glass boards. It's basically like I got my tools and I got my film. I'm gonna tip me some windows. So on one like this, or on the RAM, I should say, I actually took a liner, didn't cut any of them on the inside. I just took a liner, cut that, and then cut both my patterns on glass boards from that liner. That's something I usually never do. And I was like, you know what? That was kind of nice. So on this one, we're going to do something similar, just without the liner. How much does an average car, side windows, and rear windows, how much time would it take? So for me, if I'm streaming, it'll take a few hours. If I'm not streaming, like usually streams will go like 2.5 to 3 hours. If I'm not streaming, I'll shoot for under 2, and if I'm trying to hurry, I'll generally be like, I don't know, an hour 15 to like an hour and a half. But I don't have to hurry here, so most of the time I don't. It's pretty nice. It's pretty nice when you actually don't have to rush all day. So shop generally would expect a car done for me in a couple hours, though, like within a couple hours. All right, we're just gonna mark our line here too, just for good measure. Liner and Sharpie works? Yes, that is another way. Thanks a lot. You're very welcome. For the other guy's question, just happened to you. I think the left back window, air pocket, the lower corners, blah, 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 blah. Possibly. Plexiglass or small piece of glass from Home Depot. Yeah, if you want to take around like a piece of plexi to cut on, that does work too. I've never liked to carry around a bunch of stuff when I've been mobile though. Plexi, you'll put in scratches, pretty deep scratches very easily, I guess. So it's like you can use it as like a peel board, and cutting on it will work, but you'll get a lot of scratches in it. Oh, look, he's got paint protection film on this too. Oh. Paint's a little funny on the front, though. How to not be dumb? You're always going to be dumb. You just got to deal with it. Not you specifically, but just in general. It's like, you always do dumb things. Oh, whatever. I don't care. I should have grabbed my 36, because this is a waste doing this in 24, because I can't get 2 out of a 24, but I can get one out of a 24, but I'm already here, so screw it. We'll just do this way. We'll just do it this way. So at this point, I can do this like one of two ways. I can cut it out like this, and I can bring it over to glass board and trace it, or I can just leave the glass aid on here and just reverse a pattern and cut it out again. It's up to me. There we go. See? There's one. We should have done the opposite one first. You could have cut on the windshields at the glass shop. You know, they have a lovely stack of broken windshields every day. And they have glass stands, but nothing vertical. It was just a mess every day. They had inventory on the walls, and they had all kinds of crap everywhere else, and it was just always a mess. And that's the way every auto shop has ever been that I've been into. If they're a dedicated tint shop, sometimes they'll be a little bit nicer, where they'll actually have glass boards or little stations for things and like things kind of laid out like a tint shop would, but most of the time I wasn't at a tint shop. 24-inch sideways. That wouldn't be big enough for both of these. It'd still be short. Oh, I see what you mean. No, it would have saved a little bit of film that way, because, yeah, you're right. I should have flipped it sideways. We would have saved some inches that way. You are correct. See? Don't do everything I do, but you can learn from my mistakes. So if we flip the roll sideways, it's just like, just look at it. This side is shorter than this side. Glass aid is just white tape. Whoa. Slow your roll there. Slow your glass aid roll there, bud. It's thick white tape, thank you. So that's the difference, is it's not just thin white pinstriping. If it was just thin white pinstriping, then it's not hard to come by or get. So by all means, if you just need the line, just you're fine. Just go use thin white pinstriping. You'll do great with it. Glass aid is much thicker, so when you cut on it, you're keeping the blade off of the glass. That's why it exists. Cutting on glass with blades, eventually we'll get a piece of glass cut. That glass will be much more expensive than the window you're tinting. So, you know, instead of paying $250, $3, $4, $8 with a stupid recalibration, I just put that on there and I keep it safe, so. Just tape. I'm offended. So offended. All right, are you gonna charge? Thank you. It's thick. Yes, it is. It's thick tape. Is Irish Spring good for getting ready to shrink the back window? I need to do a different Irish Spring. I don't know. Probably. There's some people that use it, so probably. I need to try something else, though. What was it? I saw some blue glass shade on your site, on your Facebook group. Yeah, there's people that use all different types. They'll use all different colors and whatnot. It's, you know, whatever you use, it works for you, that's great. I got no problems. If you use something else, you like something better, that's all well and good. But it's not glass aid. With glass aid, you're like the kid that has ice cream and we don't. Friday. It'll probably be back late afternoon Friday. I just need to wait for it to get delivered. It is on the way, though. It's taken this long. It's on the way. I can't. Sorry, I laughed because I've seen somebody in short with, there's somebody in person with the same problem. I can't ever see where to cut. I hate being short. You probably do, but just using like a small step stool, just literally like small step stool or toolbox that you can throw by the bottom. That'll fix all those problems. But yeah, that does, I'm sure, get annoying. I just worked with somebody for a while that always had to do that, and it was a little funny because it's like, no! It would always drive him crazy too. Hey, look, we got one of those little ceramic logos down there. Just trying to make sure this is all clean. So, I should get something else. Let me get something else. Because I'm going to tint this. Everything's going to be fine, except there's going to be a handful of little speckles up in one of those corners, maybe. So I just want to make sure that it's going to be good. Yay for Glass Aid. I ordered 60-inch and 50 or 100 most popular shades I have, cut 24 and 36. That's a good way to do it. That's how I typically do it. 36 and 24s. There's 40s are also good. But yeah, more often than not, I was always 36 24s. That kind of comes from getting discounts on them too, though, back in the day. So some companies would just like, it makes sense. So when they get film made, they get it made by either, it used to just be exclusively 60-inch rolls. Now it's either 60 or 72. So they're incentivized to just clear the whole roll because that's their goal. They're just trying to sell film. So if they can just off a whole roll off their shelf, what they would do is give you a little break on a 60-inch roll. So I would just order 36 24s and keep a discount rather than do 20s and 36s. But I don't think they do that as much anymore. I was just kind of surprised. That's the way Lumar used to do it. Or our Lumar distributor before they got chopped out of Lumar. 44 Tools. They used to be a Lumar distributor. And then Lumar was like, no more, sir. No more. Screw you, template. We're like mostly good on the template. I think we're good enough. The corners could have been done a little bit better. So that makes this tricky because we just have to get it to pop up or we have to recut it. Okay, that should be good. We're going to use the pink. I like this little pink turbo. I'm not a turbo fan, but this pink one works. So I guess I am a turbo fan now. The pink one and the green one, both of them are good. This is when dirt can happen. Yep, that's why I was a little more thorough about all those edges and stuff. So what happened was our pattern is just a little wide and it's butting up against that side. So instead of it going this way and bunching up into it in a curl, you want to overlap it the other way. And then you can get that nice clean cut. But flipping it back can be a little tricky.
Stan super chatted $1.99. Will the new DN tool be on website with Glass Aid?
If you mess up, save that pattern and trace it. Oh, good advice. Stan with the 2. Will the new DN tool be on the website with GlassAid? Which new tool? All the ones that I sell will be definitely updated. So I have like just some small changes to like existing tools. So we're gonna have green shanks and stuff like that. Thank you for the 2. Which tool? Oh! My ears. Somebody paid for that. I want to hear how it says it.
Stan super chatted $4.99. D's nuts.
Well done. Stan with a 5. That was great. Thank you, sir. That was really funny how he said it. He actually was like, he's nuts. Oh my God. All right. Where is it? I got the case here somewhere. Oh, there it is.
Jet 612 super chatted $4.99. Been a while. Busy grinding on my end. Hope all is well, Matt.
T-Jet with a 5. Thank you. Noise canceling and those things don't get along. Every time it flares up, it's just like I go deaf. Been grinding on my end. Hope all is well. Yeah, things are going great. Thank you. Hope you're doing well too. That's awesome. Appreciate the 5. You killed my ear a little bit. A few people have though, but you wouldn't know. You wouldn't know unless I told you. The noise canceling though, both ears, that's not the way to go. Those things go off and it's just like, good God. Bless your work. I've learned a lot from this page. Thanks, bro. You're very welcome. I appreciate the message. Glad to hear it. That is what we do. Whether that's learning from me messing up or actually knowing how to tint something, glad to hear it. So we're gonna scrape this one, and then we're gonna cut the middle on the inside instead of the outside. What is that? Back window on a 21 4Runner. I don't have any good info for that one. It would be one of those things where I'd have to like show it. There are some videos on 4Runners though, of people tinting them. And then back, bro, what is the quality of window film? What is quality? What? We're using color stable on this one. So good quality. Just no heat rejection. This is GeoShield. Pro Classic. We gotta get some of that Apex. And it's gonna dunk on the competition. I don't know. Answer me, bro. I don't even know what you asked, bro. Please, norm of quality. Oh, you're just being annoying. We were answering you. Stop. Listen for answers. I'm more than happy to help out and answer questions, but also be respectful. Bro. All right. So we overlap this one a little bit here too. And we did it initially so we don't have to try and do it after the fact. Cleaned it out a bunch, overlapped, and then we're gonna squeegee this out and then trim it off. Answer me, bro. Bro, answer me. Whoa.
Stance Stan super chatted $9.99. Glad you took it well, Lamar, but all jokes aside, man, your videos are what made me start my window tint shop, doing it in my garage, and so far I've had over 100 customers in less than 2 months.
Wow, holy shit, nice job. Glad you took it well. Yeah, it's all good. Thank you for the 10. Much appreciated. That's super cool. I love the way that I leave that text-to-speech voice on because it just makes me laugh. It helps me, like, so I hear it over the normal text-to-speech, but then there's a lot of times that, like, I need to kind of rehear little parts of it, or I forget as it's kind of reading them out because there's also other stuff going on. But that's it's always funny to hear it read back. So yeah, I mean, I always expect chat to play around with stuff. So whether it be a customer coming back here and then people trying to spray them with fog, thanks, or playing around with the text-to-speech, is all good. It's funny. We try and have fun. Pretty sure there's like profanity filters too. So that one's acceptable. I like when the text-to-speech says "these nuts." Apex like Ajax? No, very different. It's a good name. Sorry, I'm hungry. It's better than, what is it better than? It's better than Pro Nano and Pro Classic. I like C2. I'm not super fond of Pro Classic or Pro Nano as names. No offense, Gio. Love you, but... These little cookies are good. They're like little biscuity cookie thingies. Especially with some coffee. No! Alright, so we got that back window. All we gotta do is cut out the centerpiece. And then we'll be good. Bird's cookies are dope if you like cookies. I do like cookies. These are, what are these? Biscoff. These are yummy. What is your opinion on scenting the spray for tinting? I wouldn't do it. I mean, there's already, like with baby shampoos, there's already smells that come along with it. Anything that scents a car, I try and avoid. So even with baby shampoo, that's been a pretty non-offensive smell. But like if you're detailing, right, and you've got like scents that you can spray for like after the car's been cleaned, people are touchy about scents. Some of them like it, and some people don't. So I just try to, whatever it smelled like on the way in, is what I want it to smell like on the way out. I don't change it. Those Biscoffs have a cream that go with them, and it's delicious. Oh, really? What's it called? We had these down in at a relative down in Texas. They had them, and so we ordered them here. I don't know if we've seen them locally in store, but yeah, they're pretty good. They're just like some coffee, those things. They're really, really good. All right, so we need to, what do we need to do? We need to cut off a piece and then do this back window. Wow, how much did I walk today? 6,000? You did it, 6,000 steps. Oh dang, I walked so much today. So, what's the best way to do this? Because these kind of get in the way. Does this one roll down? Oh, this one, or lean down? Yeah, it does. I kind of figured it did too. All right, yeah, we can get to it better that way. We'll just pull it back a little bit. Cut it out this way. Respect your... Respect yourself. All right, we need to look. You're bringing a bad vibe in here. I just need you to put you in timeout for a little bit. We'll catch ya. Where is it? Put the user in timeout, right? 300. What? Oh, that's hardly even a thing. Can I set the time? Oh, that's stupid. All right. No bad vibes. Be nice. I can't pronounce your name, but be nice. Respect yourself, bro. All right, so we got one more piece still. The band hammer. Oh, no, timeout. Timeout for a little bit. I didn't think it quite deserves a ban, but I'm usually pretty quick to to just bringing it down. We don't need it. The band hammer. Answer me, bro. We need a shirt, right? If we were to get in, sorry, it's just stop now. That one was a really funny one, though. Okay, so we need to cut out the center. Doing this from a liner would be kind of smart, too, rather than what I'm going to do here, but this will work, too. I have Tint Studio shirts coming though, so I'm actually gonna have. I'm actually gonna have studio shirts. Gonna have some graham crackers with coffee. Kind of what the Biscoffs are. They're just got a better flavor. They're definitely graham cracker-y though. Graham cracker-y. I just have them here too, because Amazon had a 20-pack bundle, and it's all right, I guess we're getting 20 packs of them. I'll bring them to work. Also, they're doing these freaky overnight deliveries too, so some of this stuff is dang, I can have this literally when I wake up. I did that with tint tools. So I have an idea for a video for next week. We're gonna do Amazon tint tools, probably. And 3 of the toolkits that I ordered were delivered at like, I don't know, by the morning. That's kind of freaky. Look at that. That helps so much. There. Now we cut that whole edge with no issues. Ugh. Squeeze out of there. You have to go back to hear your greeting. I'm back now. Welcome. Only if it says answer me. So I got 3 of the kits here. Here. Got 3 kits here. And I got a couple more on the way. So I think I ordered like 5 kits to kind of go through what you get and what tools would be helpful and what wouldn't if you were ordering a kit from Amazon. I don't suggest doing it, but they've certainly sold a lot of them, and I'm wondering why people are ordering a couple of kits. Mostly because I think it looks like they know what they look useful, but they're really not. That's kind of what irks me too, is like they're full of busy tools, things that you would never use, but seems like it would be handy to keep. Started using Fusion Handy. I don't think I've ever given that tool a chance. I just like the handle, I think, better, but I haven't even given that one a chance. Haven't even given it a fair shot. It's a popular one, though. It kind of comes from, like, if you like turbos and those types of squeegees. One more. And then we're going to air peel this one. I got tinted Detroit Tint Shop stickers. Having Tint Studio stickers would be a good thing. Good God, I never remember them. I've had a lot of requests for stickers, not from clients though. I don't think I'd give a discount for putting it on your car though. Just like, hey, here's a sticker. I guess it's only a matter of time. One of those stickers would do something eventually. Like, hey, I found you from your sticker. Maybe it should be like Detroit Tint Studio, comment, like, subscribe. Then they know it's a YouTube channel. And then they find me that way. Because that's the best. That Avenger we did, I talked to him after the fact. Super nice guy. It was just, I'm getting more and more people that have found me from the YouTube channel. Dude, these people are the greatest. Most of them are like, I haven't had tint before, or it's kind of, there's a lot of them that haven't had tint before. So they just like, yeah, I just wanted tint, and I was researching it. And then I found your channel, and then I was like, oh my God, you're in the area. Of course I'm gonna bring my car here. It's like, that's super cool. And then they're just like, they're real friendly too. Very appreciative of some of the videos that I've done. So it's just been really, really cool to see. So those types of clients, those are like, yeah, those are awesome. Ever watch the Window Tint Warriors guy? Yeah, he's got a good channel. How much do you make in a month? Doing what? Tinting? YouTube? The answer is they fluctuate. But it's all self-supportive, so that's cool. I wasn't sure. Going into here was kind of a leap, but it's been working out. Only window tinting? It's hard to say right now because there's been a lot of changes and this is relatively new. So like even this versus the last 3 months is still very different, and this is a seasonal, generally a seasonal business. Like, I mean, there's still work in the winter. It's just there's going to be more early spring into summertime. So it'll kind of even out, and I haven't been here for a full year yet, and even then, I still wouldn't quite know, but kind of just like a nice range over the past, like, I guess, couple of months. I'd have to pull invoices. I'm thinking probably like 12 to 15 grand in a month just from the tinting, which is definitely lighter for a shop because there's a lot of other expenses that come into it. But I'm not trying to run this just like a shop. I never set out to do that. So I schedule a couple of appointments a day. I could schedule more work if I have the work available to do it. Or I'm just trying to also do this as well. So don't gauge it completely on that. Moved to Florida, tint season all year long. You know, I was surprised. I heard the same thing down in Florida. Like, even though it stays warmer, for some shops, it gets very seasonal down there too, where come Christmas time, there's just sometimes not a lot of work. So you can work for 6 months and then go on a 6-month vacation? Yeah, kinda. I mean, it depends on how expensive your vacations are. But you'll definitely make more in the summertime than you do in the wintertime in most cases. Come like tax season, so like late February, that's where the most work comes from. Like people get kickbacks, and then with the extra relief that they did, it was just like, it was crazy. Oh, come on, just a little, there we go. We finally got it. Very, very busy. Great conversations. Thank you. Yeah, I like talking about the business side of it. I mean, talking about the tinting is great. But if you have any questions as far as like, how much did this cost to do? And how much is this vehicle? And how did you do this in terms of like marketing? Like, I'm happy to share whatever I've done here. The YouTube channel, so I wouldn't just take this because it's a larger YouTube channel, but just in general, nobody's put out this much content in this field. Oh, there they are. I'm all over the place. And it shows. So when people are searching tint, they generally will find me, like if they want to see tint for their vehicle, like somebody had a Kia K5, and then somebody looks up like their Kia with tint on it. Well, they're gonna find a video on it. So that, oh yeah, this is lean back. I was like, why is this slanted forward? We gotta lean this forward or lean it back. So let's put these in, and we'll do that. So that's been really, really helpful. So if you have a tint shop, then start doing video. It took, I tell you, it took about a year before I really started seeing some consistency with that too. Because 6 months into it, I'd get the occasional person that would maybe mention it, but most people didn't. Now what's happening is like this is a really unique type of thing. So people are seeing it, and then what the hell? Why is this weird? Is this isn't the way it's supposed to be. Are they? Are these supposed to lean forward this much, or do I got these? I got these backwards. I bet you I got these backwards. Wow, that's so weird. I had them backwards. Okay, that makes way more sense. It's weird that it would go in the exact same way, though, I guess. I don't know. Maybe it's not. Yeah, let's flip these around. Good God. Okay, now they're in. But yeah, YouTube's starting to turn into quite an interesting thing for the business. It's getting referrals, getting inquiries from people that have just been looking into window tinting, and then they're just like, I don't know, I want to see my car tinted, or I was curious about carbon, or I didn't know anything about that. I looked it up, and hey, look at that. Next thing you know, we're installing carbon or ceramic on it because they saw it on the channel. That's super cool. You're a pioneer, especially with all the gadgets. We do like our gadgets here. That's been fun. That part's very unique, but I could easily, like, you could easily just film some stuff that you do and then just have regular videos posted about it. And then over time, you'd probably get business from it. The taco is looking good. The Toyota Tacoma. Yeah, it is. It actually turned out really nice. So we just finished it. Sweet. So 20 on the front, and then 20 over the 28% on the back. It's gonna be like just a smidge lighter than 5%, but really dark. Looks good. Yay, look at that. Everything with the back except the windshield. No windshield. We didn't do a windshield. Should have done a windshield. How do you make a mistake sound okay to a customer? Best thing is to own it. So if they see something or you know it, like if you know something happened, then owning it. And then you're like, hey, I'm really sorry, this happened, and then as long as you, sorry, there's that
Jorge
going off.
Sandoval super chatted
Jorge!
$5. Testing.
Thank you. Oh, it didn't work. Good God, there, it works, woo! It sometimes works and sometimes doesn't. I don't know what's going on. But thank you so much for the 5. Greatly appreciated as always. But yeah, if you own the mistakes, then you're better off. I've heard a lot of positive things from that happening. It's not working. I know. Sometimes it does. Like most of the time today it was working, and then occasionally it wasn't. So I don't know. I gotta text the chat support again and see if they have any answers for me. Because it's weird. It like picks it up, but it doesn't always work. So I don't know, but thank you. I appreciate it, and then when I can, woo! I got the button right there, so that's cool. We got to get it to 100. I agree. I don't like the inconsistency, but it's been fun. It's at least good enough to where it's like, it's mostly reliable. All right. Yeah, it's fun. It's a lot of fun. It was like, now it's kind of it's not, I wouldn't say it's normal. I definitely wouldn't say it's normal, but it's becoming just part of it. So thinking about this idea is like, what if I put fog machines up there? That'd be really fun. And now we have them. And they work, mostly. Check out the Tint Institute if you're looking for training tips and tricks. Yeah, they're mostly on like Instagram. They're pretty busy on Instagram. Bubble machine. I've thought about a bubble machine. That's how we discovered quick dissipating fog machines. Yeah, we could do baby shampoo. What I didn't want was like extra things floating onto the car. It's like maybe, but I don't know. These things are a little bit more fun though, in my opinion. But that would be an option. We could get laser machines too. Okay, so we're gonna shout out some super chats. Next live stream is going to be not tomorrow. I'm filming a video tomorrow, so we're gonna film the Walmart tint, the Walmart Black Magic ceramic tint. That's gonna be filmed tomorrow, so that should be up on Sunday. Which reminds me, I don't think I have a video then for tomorrow. Oh my God. Maybe I can work something up for tomorrow. Hopefully, we've been posting very consistently. And what is the other thing? Oh yeah, so next stream is then, what is it? It's Wednesday today? Then Friday and Saturday. I think we're both gonna have streams, and then the video will be up on Sunday. So, big shout out. Oh, I'll link the shirt in just a minute. It's not mine, but I can tell you where to get it. So big shout outs to Jorge, Stance, T-Jet, Stance, Daniel, Washington, Daniel, Christopher, Daniel, D3, Daniel, for all the support. That was the last one today. Thank you guys so much. I always appreciate super chats. They're a lot of fun here. And they help fund extra things like the films that we're going to be putting on the car. I bought some, what is it, the Amazon tint tool kits, and we're just going to be playing around with some other stuff. So Lex and I have been asked about that a bunch. We're probably going to be getting some of that just for kicks and giggles. I don't know. And then just whatever I think of. I want to do some electric tint too. Does ceramic on a windshield impact the heads-up display? No, it doesn't. It'll just layer over it, just like glass. It'll basically just look like glass. Sometimes they'll have like an insert in the windshield that the heads-up display reflects off of, but it'll just pass right through. You'll be good. What is the Facebook post earlier this week? The photochromic film? Yeah, I messed around with that. I got a video on it. I didn't make a Facebook post about it, though. What is electric tint? Electric chromic tint. Basically, when you put a current, like, you might have seen architectural, like a frost, basically. That's where it really comes from. Office windows and stuff like that, when you run a current through it, it goes clear. When you take the current off of it, it looks like frosted window film. So there are a couple of versions that are translucent, kind of. Or at least I'm going to try and track down one. It'll be expensive, though. It'll be like $400, I think, for one side. But I have a really good idea for a video. So that's like probably a long way off because I have to like maybe source this from overseas and stuff because it seems to be really hard to come by. So we'll see. I'm going to dig into it some more. It's going to take some research, but so far it looks like it's expensive, and if I can find it, I can make a really fun video with it. Hopefully it works. Alrighty, so I will see you guys Friday for a live stream. Thank you guys so much for the support and hanging out. And I will catch you in the next one. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.